Hello and welcome to Commander 99's Deck Tech series. I'm Austin, and here's what's in the 99 this time. Tishana, Voice of Thunder is a Simic legendary from Ixalan. Its power and toughness is equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size as long as it's in play. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control. This ability works well for a tempo-style deck, ramping up mana, drawing cards with creatures, trying to close out the game with mass pump spells and counter magic to back it up. This deck goes wide with any and all mana dorks that you can play in a Simic deck. With Arbor Elf, Birds of Paradise, Boreal Druid, Elvish Mystic, Finhorn Elves, Llanowar Elves, each tapping to add 1 mana to your mana pool. Draga Tree Speaker can level up to add 2 mana. Priest of Titania adds mana for each elf on the battlefield. Greenweaver Druid adds 2 green mana. Skyshroud Ranger and Sakura Tribe Scout tap to put a land from your hand into play. Wood Elves and Farhaven Elf search for a land. There's just a ton of creatures that produce mana in this deck. With all of this creature ramp, you're able to play your commander quickly and refill your hand. This way you can thin out your deck and draw one of your win conditions. After having a good board position, you can cast Overrun spells to power up your smaller creatures and trample over your opponents. Overrun gives your creatures +3/+3 and trample. Garruk's -4 ability is another Overrun that you can do after untapping 2 lands. Overwhelming Stampede gives each creature +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. And Craterhoof Behemoth gives +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Triumph of the Hordes gives all your creatures Infect, Trample, and +1/+1. An easy player kill is possible with enough creatures on board, so mass creature production is what this deck wants, and token producers are a great way to help you go wide. Avenger of Zendikar makes a plant token for each one of your lands. Hornet Queen puts 4 1/1 insect tokens with flying and death touch into play. Chasm Skulker gets a +1/+1 counter whenever you draw a card, and when it dies, create squid tokens equal to the number of counters on it. When Hooded Hydra dies, it creates snake tokens for each +1/+1 counter on it. Sylvan Offering gives you and an opponent an XX Treefolk token and X Elf Warrior tokens, which is a great benefit for you with Tishana as your commander. When you have no maximum hand size limit, drawing cards is more than a plus. Shamanic Revelations draws you cards for each creature you control. With Soul of Harvest, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, you may draw a card. Prime Speaker Zagana gets +1/+1 counters for the greatest power among your other creatures and draws you cards equal to that power. Horizon Chimera gains you life every time you draw a card. Psychosis Crawler has each opponent lose life when you draw a card. This deck gains advantages with creature ramp, token production, and card draw to eliminate players with a single Overrun spell. Well, that wraps up our Commander deck tech. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, tell us why, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.